Okay, maybe two parts to the story here, and that is as follows. Abshalom ber Eichon. He's not alive. Is he? Hope he is.
No,
No.
he's Cyril's father.
I know, but he's
No.
It's a few years already, I think. So he is a bocher. Yeah, he is a bocher served like the house bocher, the house bocher, an attendant, as it were, by the Frierdiker Rebbe. He related as follows: for all the years I served there, upstairs, second floor, 17, previous Rebbe's apartment, I can't recall one time even that the Rebbe, our Rebbe, opened his mouth and said anything, or even asked anything of his father-in-law, the Frierdiker Rebbe, during the meals. The Rebbe sat in utter silence. Quoting him, he sat at the table, the Rebbe, our Rebbe, like Avda Kamemora, like a servant before his master, never opening his mouth. One could see this incredible bittul also when the Rebbe would go into his father-in-law's room, the Yechidus room, his office. Even though he went in every day and probably many times a day, I was always amazed, says Shalom Ba'aychon, to see how every time he went in, how he underwent this transformation, as it were, this bittul, in awe. It ties into our Maimah, doesn't it? This awe each time he entered. It never became familiar or casual. He continues to relate, Rabbi Eichon, Shalom Eichon. I remember one particular occasion, which to me he says was kind of typical of the Rebbe's bittul. I may have told you the story. So he said like this: in general, when the Frierdiker Rebbe would complete the Farbrengen, it took place at his table upstairs. So our Rebbe would be the first one to get up, stand, and accompany the Frierdiker Rebbe as he left the room, the dining room, to go to his office. So once I saw that the Frierdiker Rebbe finished the Farbrengen and got up to leave, everybody stood up. The Rebbe remained seated. Didn't move. You know the story? No. I couldn't understand what's happening. Then I find out subsequently that one of the legs of the table had slipped out in the middle of the Farbrengen, and the Rebbe, not wanting to disturb, he was holding it up himself, the table, the entire time. Which he says it was a heavy table and it was hours, and nothing on the Rebbe's, couldn't see any, how he did it with his, held up the whole table. Only after they all left, he moved himself, and then the table, we could see what had happened. Now, as an introduction, we'll just start the next story. And a very fascinating comment from the Tolner Rebbe. The Tolner Rebbe, it's a contemporary, relatively young Rebbe. Haven't heard from him lately. Anybody? At one time, it was very, you could see him all over the place speaking. He was a big Makurev to the Pnei Menachem. Tolna is some town in Galicia, whatever, that he's an Einikol. And he's a Boki, and look at the Sichas, and a Chassid of the Rebbe too, as it were. You hear his comment. I'm giving you a heads up. But the story is here. Okay, tomorrow. A description of the first SEDER, 1951. The first SEDER after the Stalkas of Frierdiker Rebbe, how the Rebbe conducted himself at that SEDER. And it's quite extraordinary. And fascinatingly is the comment of the Tolner Rebbe on the Rebbe's conduct. All right, friends, God willing, tomorrow.